Okay, so discuss what was memorable. I thought when Esther tore into her quilt to get the money out for George was surprising just because, how hard she had worked and how poorly George treated her. So it's just surprising that she did that. And then identify the prominent themes. One theme is the theme of gender roles, and this is displayed when, or how Mrs. Van Buren's husband is like getting on her about getting pregnant, and how Mamie feels like the only thing she can do is be a prostitute. Um, and then there's a theme of racial inequality, and Esther says this a few times how she feels like she can only be a seamstress, and then how she's been exposed to a lot of racial negativity. And then the theme of love, like what's really love and what's not. Um, Esther and Esther versus Mr. Marks, and then Esther versus George. What is the relationship to the representation of the African American experience? So, I think the language that the book was written, or that the play was written in, kind of reinforces the stereotype on African Americans, and how Esther is illiterate. But, however, Esther's displayed as very strong and determined, and despite marrying a man like George and being illiterate, she, um, is strong and kind of sticks with herself. So it almost, reverses the stereotype because she's so determined. Um, do stereotypes of African Americans and other groups still exist today? Yes, I think they do. I think the media plays a huge role in this, and causes a lot of problems. But although the media can be show like the bad sides of it, I think it can also show good sides. Like I'll see videos on Facebook or something that somebody shared, and it'll be like a positive video of trying to change the way society thinks about like a certain group of people. Like it kind of tries to reverse stereotypes. And then my own two questions are: do you think the play were to continue, that Esther and Marks would end up together? And do you think Esther handled the Mamie George situation well? Should she have handled it in a different way, or what?